Whole Foods Early Riser K-Cup K-Pod Coffee Blend. All of you YouTubers have seen me make this before, or at least drinking from a coffee mug that looks exactly like this, from Paul's Pipe Shop and Pipe Hospital in Flint, Michigan. Hi YouTube fans, this is Matt of Post April 6th YouTube channel. Well, I didn't just want to show you that blend of coffee being made in the Keurig K-Latte coffee maker. I got more than that to discuss. And I know you guys know that I'm quite a heavy set guy, and maybe you'd rather I didn't eat that much. Excuse me? I don't appreciate you putting me down because I'm overweight. Because let me tell you, and this is my opinion, and if you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. I don't care. It's better for me to be overweight than be a highly abusive, highly destructive, anorexic that eats very little and then they do and make themselves vomit their food back up and take a bunch of laxatives to purge their bowels of food that should be only expelled when the intestinal tract has done their job and it's time for you to go in the bathroom and go do you know what, number 2 or poo or poop or whatever. I'm not going to say that S word. Yeah. Shouldn't be saying that. No. I mean, hey, it's not as offensive as a word as it was 50, 60 years ago, but it's better you don't use that word too much. But what I am going to show you is something I'm cooking right now. I'll have to pause really quickly. It's one of these. What these are, it's a 4-pack of beef and bacon twisters, bacon wrapped beef petite tender skewers, and I believe there's going to be some seasoning that is Montreal inspired steak spice. It's going to be a good thing to eat. I tell you the truth, it's going to be good. Now, while that is cooking in the pan, see, that's evidence it's cooking in the pan. Well, let me get out of the lighter, that's going to screw up my camera view. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the coffee mug and I'm going to add just a little bit of cream, and I'm also going to add a little bit of honey. Now, what I originally planned to do before I did that was I was going to add some whipped cream in it and just a little touch of honey and just a little tiny touch of half and half to make it feel like a good cup of coffee. I want to say coffee blend, but that's not quite right. So, hold on a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have returned, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little adjustments with the camera. I'm going to use this and this. Just a minute. Okay, that is resumed, and here's again the coffee mug. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of this. Better shake it up first. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to be quite precise. I'm going to take a measuring cup. This is a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of this. Okay. And then I'm going to get out the honey. Yep, that stuff. This is very good honey. And I'm going to add a modest portion, but not too much. Okay, that's enough. And I'm going to use one of these. This is a spoon, a special tea and coffee spoon, stirring spoon that I got at a kitchen supply and kitchen utensil shop that is located at Streets of South Glen shopping center, shopping mall. Okay, so that's how it turns out. Let me give it a taste to see how it tastes. Needs a little more. So I'm going to add one more teaspoon. Okay, I'm going to place these two babies back in the fridge. Okay. Well, I know that's quite bright, and it changes the way the camera view is. There's a light glare. Ah, that's better. That tastes much better. Alrighty. Let me see how the food looks. Oh, it's almost well done. There we are. Oh, sorry. One of those camera glitches. Here, and let me do this. There. That will that'll put a stop to the light glare. And yeah, it's going to cook just a little bit longer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause. I'm going to get the tongs. These. Bought those brand new at my job. The grocery store I work at. And I'm going to go back to the spot, and I'm going to eat these skewers, and I'm going to use a little A1 sauce. Oh yeah. Okay, stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm back, and I'm at the table, and I feel I must say grace. Dear Lord, I thank you very much for this meal. Dear Lord, I pray that more people who are homeless and who do not believe in you or recognize you as Lord and Savior will see the light, and they will start to know of you as Lord and Savior. And I'm also would like to pray for the family of Norman Lear, because he lived to be quite an elderly man, 100 years of age, but you called him home. And he is, and I'm pretty sure he's in the kingdom of heaven. Thank you, dear Lord, for this meal. Thank you, dear Lord. Amen. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste these. I'm going to take my first bite of these and see how it tastes before I use the A1 steak sauce. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There she is. There's Isabella the cat. Look. Look that way, kitty. That's my kitty Isabella. Yummy, 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 yummy. So what I will do now is push this a little further down the skewer stick. Okay. I'm going to double check this to make sure it's not expired. That's A1 sauce, kitty. Yes, that's A1 sauce. Oh, yeah. Good till February 2025, so. Yes, baby. Yeah. Mm-mm. One down. 3 more to go. Oh, man. This is really delicious. I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't think it would be this good. Wow. Hold on a second. Okay, there's your little fix. There you go. There's that little piece of bacon. That's a little too much A1 sauce, but what do you do? Ooh. Better do that or it's going to fall off. Look at that stuff off your fur. 2 down and 2 more to go. Okay. Go that way. You can almost see her, and you can almost see me. If I'll scoot back. That's about as close as I can get. Okay, she's down. Hold on. I want to get that thing. I want to get that thing off my... There. Okay. I had to get the air conditioning out of the way because I tell you, with that thing in the way, it makes my YouTube videos look like crap. Makes them look kind of idiotic. So I got that thing out of the way. Sorry. I know that's overly dramatic, but that's how I feel. Before I go to the third piece, I'm going to show some imagery of a printout from boingboing.net of a Betamax player. And I will also discuss how my dad, in the Christmas of 1981, got a used one from my brother, Johnny, and some other things about it. It's going to be fun. Trust me. It's going to be fun. Okay, so that's 3 down and just 1 more to go. Well, this one isn't quite as overcooked on this side as the other ones were. See? One on this side, slightly undercooked on that side. Funny, isn't it? Okay, I'm back. I had to get out one of these and clean up my teeth because there's all that buildup down there. as Ed McMahon would say, as he was being a sidekick to Karnak the Magnificent, I hold in my hand the last bite. Okay, now that I am finished eating, what I will do is I will pause for a minute and take the plate to the dishwasher, to the kitchen sink. So I'll hand wash it tomorrow. Yeah, I don't have no automatic dishwasher, and it's probably better I don't. Because sometimes, boy, when those things burn up, it gets really smoky and it gets really, it feels really intense in there until that thing is disconnected. Ooh. Don't even want to think about that happening. I'll be right back.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Oh, woman, don't treat me so mean. With a minute, so woman that I've ever seen. I guess if you said so, I'll have to take the thing and go. That's right, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Now, baby, listen, baby, don't you treat me this way. Girl, I'll be back on my feet someday. Don't care if you do, cause it's understood. You ain't got no money, you just ain't no good. Well, I guess if you say so, I'll have to pack the thing and go. That's right. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Well, don't you come back no more. What you say? Don't you come back no more. I didn't understand. Don't you come back no more. You can't mean that. Don't you come back no more. Now, baby, please. Don't you come back no more.
I'm back again. How's it going, guys? I just wanted to get this hat on. I love this newsboy cappy hat. I just love it. Okay, so as I promised, I will discuss a printout that I have from boingboing.net. And what it covers is information about a top-loading, really classic-looking mid to late 1970s Sony Betamax VCR recorder. Let me read something here really quick before I go any further. According to what this has determined with credible research, it says, you'd be forgiven for thinking the video cassette format long dead. But it turns out that Betamax is still around. Sony is finally going to withdraw tapes from sale, bringing a 40-year story to an end. The last recorders were sold in 2002. Okay. Maybe that's true, maybe that's not, and I think what they mean is the Betamax, not the VHS players. So hold on, let me get this properly adjusted so it looks quite correct. This is the VCR, or the Betamax VCR. If you tell by the graphics, by the to the left, it says PlayStation 4. Okay. And I would think this is correct, but maybe it's not, or it was a PlayStation 4. It was simply for ones that were manufactured for people who lived in China, but you see a lot of text of the English language, so you know, PlayStation 1, 2, PlayStation 3, maybe it was actually called PlayStation 4. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Okay, here is a personal testimony about the Betamax player. Because my father only owned one of them. After that, it was VCR until he had enough. And I think he has a DVD player at his house, but where it is on the really nice Oak Express cabinetry, it's kind of hidden. Or whatever cabinetry he has nowadays. Okay, so how this thing was obtained was my brother had one in his apartment on roughly about 6th Avenue and North Dayton Street, somewhere between 4th Avenue and 8th Avenue on North Dayton Street in Aurora. And it was 150 Dayton Street. I remember that. What apartment number it was, I don't remember. The last time I was in that apartment was many moons ago. We're talking about 39 years ago at least. Yeah. And he was with his first wife, who was, she was really strange. And the two parted ways in the summer, a little bit before, a week or two before Labor Day of 1984. And anyways, he didn't use the Betamax any longer. So, what my mother proposed to him was that she wanted to buy the VCR, buy the Betamax VCR, and he went along with it. And how the deal was worked out was he went over to his place of work. He was a manager at what was then Three Wishes, later turned out to be Circus World. And then I think KB Toys or something like that bought them out, and KB Toys is gone. They went bankrupt. And we went over there. And my mother handed him $300 in cold hard cash, and then he is courteous and he carries the big box that contains the VCR tapes and the accessories needed to hook it up to a television. And then we do some more shopping in, it was Aurora Mall, and then we do some other shopping somewhere else, and then we got back to the house eventually a few hours later. And we took the VCR and we hid it. Me and my mom, before my dad got home. We hid it in her closet in the master bedroom. Because see, the house in Surrey Ridge had one walk-in closet, and the next one was a second closet, which it was dead center in the room, just to the left of the front door. Or if you were walking out that way, it would be to the right. And we placed it up on a shelf, or we placed it in there somehow so that it would be hidden. And my dad never got into that closet, so he wouldn't have looked what was in the box. And on Christmas morning of 1981, after we got done opening our Christmas presents, and I was smiling ear to ear because I got some neat stuff. Some things from my parents and some things from I think one of my uncles, and several things from my, God rest her soul, my grandmother Muriel. And then she's really nice and presentable and dramatic and says, "Okay, Gary, close your eyes and turn your back against, and try to keep your eyes closed." And then we go into the bedroom. We open up one of those closet doors. Instead of it opening like this, it was a fold-up door. It goes like this, about like that. And we carry it out. And she says to my dad, as he's got his back turned and he's looking in the kitchen cabinetry for something or whatever he's doing, he says, "Okay, turn around, here's the present." And he can see, as clear as day, the VCR. And my dad's a neat guy. He was surprised, but he was just like, "Oh my God, where did you get that?" And then we told him. Yep. This type of VCR, I'm going to be honest with you, I have thought for over 20 years about trying to obtain ownership of a Betamax, just to have something a little different. And one of the reasons why I would like to have a Betamax VCR isn't just to have it, because I bet you I would be able to find some pre-recorded tapes, Betamax tapes, of some stuff that is a slightly different version of what you'd find on VHS. Guaranteed, because there's a lot of things that were on both Betamax and VHS movies and tapes that are on DVD, and it is also coupled with the fact that some movies that haven't been released in many years have all of a sudden been re-released. And there's so many different prices you can choose from to buy DVDs, it's phenomenal what you can find. I mean, really phenomenal. But at the same time, there's some things we've gotten forgotten about, and it would be good to have what I just showed in the video previous to this one, to have a nice VHS player that works well. And I looked before, about a half hour to an hour before I started cooking the meal and getting ready to film this video. I looked on eBay. I can find a good working Betamax player that has a more modern look. You know, a look that's at least 2/3 the way similar to the way VCRs looked until they stopped making them. I believe back in 2006 or 2007 or 2008 was when they totally stopped manufacturing them. And VHS tapes, gone. Gone. Yeah, they stopped the VHS tapes in 2007 or 2008. Concerning VHS tapes, I'll get away from the subject of Betamax. I was disappointed after the movie ZODIAC, the one that was released in 2007. Hold on. Yeah, Zodiac 2007. I paused to do an internet research really quickly. The screenplay was by James Vanderbilt, and it was directed by David Fincher. David Fincher's a very good movie director. He is quite talented. And guess where he's from? Is it A, Los Angeles, B, New York City, C, Chicago, Illinois, or D, Grafton, North Dakota? No, it's none of those. Aurora, Colorado. Aurora, Colorado. I swear to God it's true. If you don't believe me, do an internet search. It'll prove it. With his profile on Wikipedia. I'm pretty sure that's true. And what I'm going to do is send some Christmas cards to some of the stars. But I'm not going to send them, even though these guys were fabulous, fabulous actors. I'm not going to send it to Brian Cox, Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Downey Jr., Anthony Edwards, or Robert Downey Jr. or Mark Ruffalo. It's one of the lower level ones. And who that is going to be, I really better not say that on YouTube, because I don't want that person really filing a legal injunction against me. That's not good. That's not good. That's gonna scare the daylights out of me. And here's the other thing. In this 2007 version of Zodiac, or the Zodiac Killer, they strongly insist that Arthur Lee Allen was the killer. I don't think that anymore. I used to, but I don't. Because there's several things about him that just don't add up. If you look at, I think it's Zodiac Killer, it's the website that is created by a man, just a sec. If you go to ZodiacKiller.com, a man named Tom Voigt has been running that site for probably a little more than 20 years by now, more like 25. He's a guy who's about 3 years older than me. I believe he was born in 1970. I was born in 1973. Neat guy. Very intelligent. I just viewed his website, and the person he strongly suspects it is, when you really look at what he has to offer as evidence, after he's done some very thorough research, Richard Gatkowski. Richard Gatkowski was born in 1936, and he passed away from cancer. I forget the exact date, but it was somewhere between 1999 and 2004. The guy died of cancer. And Gatkowski was institutionalized in a mental hospital in late 1970, early 1971. And a lot of the Zodiac killer letters that were used, that the Zodiac killer used to taunt the police and to stir up publicity for himself, the ones that were sent to the SF Examiner and to the San Francisco Chronicle. It had double postage stamp, and the postmark was through a San Francisco postal facility. And Gatkowski lived in San Francisco. And there's some other things that add up that I really don't think I should talk about it on this YouTube channel. But yeah, if you go to ZodiacKiller.com, what he says about Gatkowski, I think it's 100% accurate. I think it's really spot on. Well, this video has consumed a lot of my time, and as much as I like being on YouTube, I do have some other things to take care of, and then sooner or later I better crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep and get to work tomorrow. So thank you, everybody, for being loyal fans, and I'm thanking all the people that have left nice comments about me, of which I greatly appreciate. And I hope everybody will have a Merry Christmas and will find some good deals on whatever they shop for, either in person at retail locations or they find online through the internet. And everybody, see you later. Have a good day, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, and have a good life. Thank you. Bye-bye now.